My skin is black.
What you looking
My
at?
skin
Yeah,
is black.
I feel so good to be black right now.
is black.
Welcome to
Great.
episode 87 of the Black in Fashion podcast. We are getting up there in numbers, guys. We're being 100 really soon. And then by the time we hit 100, then we'll also be around the point of our 3-year anniversary. So, we're going to party it up for sure. Of course, we can't start any episode without acknowledging our amazing sponsors. Make sure you guys check out Street Politicians. It's more than just an apparel brand. It's a brand that is here to represent a positive image in our community and that everyone doesn't see. Let's make sure we also acknowledge the Alumni Group. They host the dopest brunches and day parties and happy hours and international trips for Black professionals in NYC and LA. Founded by Frandy and Napoleon, the Alumni Group brings together NYC's dopest people and network and twerk at the same time over dope beats and bottomless mimosas. So I want to hop right in. Today with me, I have the pleasure of having a call-in interview with Cierra Boyd. She is a fashion designer. She is a trendsetter. She is a creator and a visionary. So thank you so much, Cierra, for joining me today and giving me a little bit of piece of your time.
Yes, of course. Literally, I'm so excited to talk to you guys.
Amazing. So let's hop right in. So I have a little icebreaker. I call it this or that. So you just tell me what you prefer over the other, okay?
Okay.
All right. So maxi skirts or mini skirts?
Mini skirts.
Wedges or mules?
Wait, what's the question?
Wedges or mules?
Oh, I'm definitely a wedge type of girl.
Definitely a wedge. Okay. Side boob or under boob?
I'm sorry.
I said side boob or under boob.
Okay, I'm back. All right. Sorry, what was that?
I said side boob or under boob.
Oh, I definitely would have to say underboob.
Nice. I love it. And a fedora brim or a beret?
A beret.
A
Period.
beret. Nice. Period. Right. I'm here for it. All right. So let's hop right in. What is the inspiration for your collection and what inspired you to create designs from sneakers?
Wow. Okay, so it's actually a funny story about how I even got into sneakers. So I actually got into upcycling sneakers from a fashion design competition that I was featured in. And it was here in my hometown. It was called 2K Mania 19.
What's your hometown?
And I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Nice.
Yep. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. So, and I also want to note that it's not normal for us to have fashion related events. I mean, I'm not going to say events, but something like a fashion competition is really not normal for Cleveland. We really have not a lot of fashion here. So when I found the design competition, it was purely by chance. And with the competition, they gave me a theme to work with, and it was a heavy metal theme. And they also gave me 3 challenges. One was to make something without using thread. One was to upcycle something, and they also gave me a dress to upcycle. And I also want to know that it was a beige dress, so and my theme was heavy metal, so I had to figure that out. And then the final challenge was to create something without using fabric, and that's where the sneakers came in.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and honestly, it wasn't a easy thing either. I literally had spent weeks trying to figure out what to do for the no thread challenge the no fabric challenge, because with the no thread thing, I kind of had it down pat. I created a harness using chains and leathers and stuff, so didn't have to use any thread. Yeah, it was really cute. And I painted flames on it, super cute. With the dress, I ended up making it the lining for a jean jacket. So you didn't even see the beige at the end of the day, which was cool. But literally the only thing that was getting me was the no fabric challenge. And at first, I was okay, should I make something using guitar picks? Should I use chip bags? Like, I really don't know what to do. Like, I
Yeah,
was
that
so
sounds.
confused.
It sounds like the unconventional challenge on Project Runway. Like
No,
what?
it really was.
That's what it was like. Yeah, it sounds like that because like you really, really gotta think outside the box. Like, and for you to come up with
Yes,
something like that is amazing. Like it's because like you really gotta
exactly.
channel like that inner creativity, but then also at the same time think about functionality and how you're gonna be able to like actually put all these different materials and mediums together to create something that is wearable.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, and I actually ended up like figuring it out by because I usually work with YouTube in my background. So I
Mm-hmm.
had a episode of Vice on that day about a guy who made gas masks out of sneakers, and I was like, oh shit, maybe
Oh
I could
wow.
use sneakers to make a top. So I tried to make a top, and I didn't think it looked right as a top. Like I just thought it looked off. I didn't think the proportions were right for like a top, so I moved it down a little bit. And honestly, I think I was taking it off. Like, I don't even think like I was like intentionally moving it down. But when I moved it down, I was like, oh shit, like this looks like 10 times better as like a corset instead of a top.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So is that like what does your design process look like now? Like even coming from that, does it like do you sit and like you sketch everything out? Like do you go to like a store and look at different sneakers and kind of figure out how you're gonna do it? Like what does it look like now for you when going through your design process?
Oh yeah, now for me it's like way easier. Like, cause at first, like, and when it comes to upcycling, I've always used stuff that was like available to me. Like, I never like, at the beginning was buying brand new materials, like
Mm-hmm.
because one, I couldn't afford it, and then two, um, it was just like, really didn't go with my mission on top of that. So eventually when I did figure everything out, now I have a sneaker like supplier
Mm-hmm.
here in Cleveland, and they have like a sneaker warehouse where they've literally had these shoes in the warehouse for over 10 years.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, 10 or more years, because they opened in 2003. So they have a lot of the shoes that they used at the beginning, which is crazy. And nobody's buying them. So me being able to source from them has been a lot of help to me. And not only that, but I've been able to help them as well. So,
Gotcha.
so but I'm a very unconventional designer. Like I really don't sketch things out. I work a lot really backwards
Like you just kind of
than
like let the sneakers and stuff like that be the inspiration to what you want to do. So like you just put it on the dress form and you just go with it.
kind of.
Yeah.
So I really in reality, I just kind of let the materials give me the story, or I
Mm-hmm.
let the materials tell me what they want to be, instead of the other way around. Because most people will like sketch something out and be like, okay, I want this, that, in the third. But with
Mm-hmm.
me, like, I'll just like see a pair of sneakers and I'll be like, oh, that'd be cute as a corset, that'd be cute as a bra, that'd be cute as a dress, like, stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, like I said, I'm really unconventional with the way I do things. And it's definitely not like, to the standards, I guess, like, or I don't want to say the standards, but like, the what is expected of you as a designer, like in like, I guess the professional world, like a lot of stuff that I do might not pass as
Right.
okay. So yeah,
Well,
I'm
that's why you
super
make your own
unconventional.
genre anyway. Like you're not seeking validation from anyone anyway. You know.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's how I feel too.
So tell me this. So I feel like you're smack in the middle. So I'm from Chicago.
Mhm.
We say gym shoes, and then the people
Mhm.
from New York they say sneakers. And I mean, of course, that's where I reside now. So there's always a debate about what they should say, and I'm just like, we don't call sneakers like we call them gym shoes
Wow.
in New York. Like it doesn't matter. It's like we're going into the store, I'm going to get some gym shoes. But then it's like when I moved
Really?
here, it's like sneaker. A gym shoe is literally something you wear to the gym here, but we don't translate it
Yeah.
like that in Chicago. So anybody in Chicago, if you say sneaker to them,
Wow.
they're gonna be like, "What the hell is you talking about?"
What?
Yes. And
Wow.
I know you're like
Okay.
Ohio's like right in the middle of like Chicago and like New York, like you're smack in the middle. Were you always like people always said sneakers? Because I didn't start hearing the word sneakers until I moved here, which was 7 years ago.
Honestly, I haven't heard the word gym shoes like since I was a kid in gym class.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's the only time like I've ever heard anybody say gym shoes like was in like a school situation.
Wow. So we
But I
behind
feel
is what
like
you saying. Chicago's behind? That's what it sound like.
yeah, I'm not trying to say that. Y'all are cool. I know y'all hip, but I personally say sneakers. I say trainers.
Wow.
Um,
We
you know,
behind. That's
Yeah,
how I feel.
listen, I'll call the shoe by what it is or what the actual name is, like a Jordan 1 and stuff, or I'll say sneaker or a trainer, depending on how it
So,
looks,
Can I tell you this? Jordans, what we call in Chicago, we call them Mikes.
What? Okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
cute though.
Yeah. Like, they always, like you couldn't go to school unless you had the new Mikes. But, like, no one ever said Jordans. They
Yo,
always said Mikes.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start using that one then because I like
Yeah.
that.
That's what's up. So, tell me, like, how did you build up, like, your social media following? Like, how did that go for you?
Yeah, so I am actually just starting to build my following. Like, I feel like this year has been like the best year for me. And into 2020 definitely, got me a larger following, but this year has definitely like solidified everything for sure. But I would say like the beginning of everything was my first viral post, which definitely was like unexpected. I didn't even know people would even find this picture. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it was actually a photo shoot that I did in 2019, featuring one of my New Balance trainer corsets. Um,
Gotcha.
so and the picture, now that I look at it, I knew it was iconic when I saw it, but I never knew like it would be like a viral type of iconic. So that was like pretty awesome. So I ended up, so the first time it went viral was on Reddit. Surprisingly, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd never even like been on Reddit before, so like the fact that it was creating buzz around Reddit, okay, that was the first step. After that, it had went viral on a Chinese app called Weibo, apparently. And I was trying to get Weibo, and you can't get it in America. So basically, I was just like going off of hearsay. Then after that, a publication called Hypebae hit me up, which is a super huge publication with like at the time 1.5 million followers. So when they wrote that article about me and posted the picture, like things immediately like started going up. Like my following started going up from there. So that was like the beginning of like the 10K situation. And then after that, a YouTube star, her name is With Wendy, and I actually used to watch her when I was beginning to sew, and like just learning pointers from her and whatnot. And she ended up doing a video on my secret course, and that got me even more followers. So it's really just been like viral features and stuff like that that have like brought me more exposure, more success.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like more and more every day, honestly, because like I mean now it's like Sweetie posting and Dream Doll and like Vogue magazine and stuff like that. So I feel like that has like continued to give me exposure
Do you
throughout
feel like
everything.
do you feel like celebrities are your target consumer? Like when it comes to like who you're trying to target, like is that what you're going for? Because I was going to ask you about like your brand identity and who you feel like your target demographic was.
Yeah, I like at the beginning of it all, like I definitely wasn't like targeting celebrities. It was really just more so like people who had like a really flamboyant style, and like their sense of style is like part of their self. Like it's part of like the way they express themselves, and a reason why they love themselves is because getting dressed in the morning
Mm-hmm.
or whenever they get dressed is so meaningful to them. And honestly, that's how I feel. So that like naturally attracted other like-minded people. So I mean, now that it is on celebrities, I guess like I am like starting to target celebrities, but I also want it to be attainable to like the regular person who just wants to feel good about themselves in their clothing.
Gotcha. Makes sense. So,
Yeah.
can you can you tell me a little bit about, like, do you feel like that everything sells itself, or do you have, like, kind of like a marketing strategy?
Well, that's another thing that I'm actually working on this year is my marketing strategy and trying to like actually hire a real team who actually focuses on this because it's really hard for me to like try to like do every single thing by myself because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm the only worker at Fresh Me Good. So literally everything that you see from the clothes to the
It's all you.
to yeah, it's all me. So I'm really working on at the moment like just building a team as far as like marketing and whatnot, trying to get like more professional, more industry standard with the way I market. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, really, it's funny. I don't really have a real strategy, but I just try to like post content and try to get people hype about the stuff that I make.
And you're just consistent with your
And
content.
yeah, exactly. And it's like working pretty well, especially like organically without having to like, pay for ads or anything like that. So, when I do like, get my marketing company and stuff, like I know it'll definitely do better than what it is. I mean, it's already going great, but
You're
like,
gonna scale up, honey. That's what it sounds like.
exactly,
That's what it is. You're
exactly.
gonna scale up. So
Exactly, that's the idea.
most of your pieces are typically sold out. What does your turnaround time look like? Or do you just make sure you do like one of a kinds, or will you do like certain replicas?
Yeah, so you're actually like catching me in the middle of like, trying to scale, trying to do more small batches and stuff like that because like as you can see, like everything on my page is like one of one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, especially looking back at my earlier stuff, like I was only able to afford like one or only able to find one. So now I'm at a space where like I'm really diving deep into like sourcing my materials, trying to find those materials that I can only find one of online and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really like, trying hard to create more than one, but it just takes me so long by myself. Like, I mean, I just did like a jumpsuit mini collection, like, and just finished it last night. It took me 3 days to do. And that's 5 jumpsuits in 3 days. So,
That's a
and I
lot.
was trying to work, yeah, and I was trying to work as fast as I could, but it's only so much you can do as one person.
Yeah, so the
So,
production side of it is harder for you. Like, so it's a lot of like just like made to order, and then like
it's
one
really
offs.
like, yeah, it's a lot of one-offs, like for sure, and definitely made to order, custom orders and stuff. Like I found myself having to do custom orders a lot, just because like it's just so hard to source certain materials more than once. So like it's kind of like if you are able to get that one piece, you're kind of lucky because you're the only person in the world to have it, low key.
Yeah,
So
that's exclusivity, baby. And they better
yeah,
be paying an arm and a leg for that one piece too.
no, dead ass.
Yeah, that's make sure you pricing those up.
Oh
So
girl, you
I
already know.
I know your brand like definitely emphasizes a lot on sustainability. How
Hmm.
transparent are you with your brand? Like, what do you do with the
Yeah.
pieces that you don't use?
Yeah, no, I'm super transparent. And oh, sorry. But I feel like I could. I mean, I, sh- I feel like I am being transparent, but I feel like now that you brought it up, like there are things I could be saying that could, bring more clarity and transparency about like, how we are exactly sustainable. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
aside from sourcing materials, another thing that I'm trying to do is not only become a sustainable brand, but become a circular brand. And what
Mm-hmm.
I mean by that is making sure like no materials at all get wasted, like nothing ends up in a landfill. And like I'm really close to doing that, like as far as like basically like reorganizing my wasted materials to the point where I have a place to put them. I have them organized, and whatnot. So, um, but I guess I haven't really talked about to my audience about like, becoming circular. So, that's something that I plan to do and incorporate and to talk about, and to bring to light and tell people how important it is too.
Nice. Yeah, that would be dope for sure.
Yeah.
So tell me this. How do you handle like do you feel like you ever get any like backlash or critique or anything like that for your designs not
Oh
exactly
man.
being mainstream? Like how do you deal
Oh
with those?
man. Yeah, I get a lot of like, I mean, it's crazy. Like this fashion game, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's a lot of drama in this little fashion shit. Like, and it's sad. I mean, it's not sad, but like it's just funny because like I will literally like just sit at home 4 hours, like, because every day, like damn near, I work till like 7 in the morning, and like from that time frame, like it's probably like maybe like it's probably literally like 7 o'clock p.m. to 7 a.m. Like that's like kind of like my work shift or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's funny from that, like literally just sitting there from 7 to 7 by myself making shit. I don't be on my phone. Like I literally be so
Don't
focused.
that get lonely
And
though? Like, don't you ever get
um,
lonely just like doing everything yourself and like not having no one to talk to during out the day? I know it's like super duper tunnel vision, so you focus and you probably get
oh
a lot
man,
of shit done. But do you feel
listen.
like because you so in the zone and you get in just so much shit done that you lack like that conversation and like those skills and just communicating and network with others because you be in the zone all the time. So when do you find that time to step away and like have like that work life balance?
Oh man, I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly. I'm gonna be real with you.
It's hard.
But I mean, it is kind of hard. But like, I mean, my boyfriend, he lives with me too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Y'all live
and he has his own,
together.
yeah, he has his own business as well. And he does firearm customizations and CCW classes and stuff like that.
Nice.
And he also had, well, I have a studio. Well, we kind of live together.
So
So
y'all have
he
you have
sleeps.
him in there sewing?
No, no, he would not dare, girl. He would not dare,
I'm like, come
like,
on. I'm like, I'm gonna put that on my list for a man that I want him to know how to
girl.
sew.
No, he doesn't know how to sew, or probably would not even help with the sewing. But you know, he has his own business too. So me and him are very busy. But like, I mean, at the end of the night, when he come home from doing what he got to do, we always chop it up. You know, we see each other like mostly every day, and like, you know, I have friends that live in my building as well, and we see each other on a weekly basis. So I really do try to like make time for like friends and family and life, but it's really hard because like I feel like First Me Good is 24/7. I cannot put it down, like, and like, it even scares me to go on vacation, like, which is fucked up. And I'm going on vacation to Tulum next week. So, and I'm nervous about it
Leave your
because like,
freaking phone.
oh girl, I cannot do that. They gonna be,
You
oh,
gotta okay, do this. Turn your emails off. Like take them
oh my
off.
God.
Cause I did
You
that too.
scaring
Like
me.
cause it's like that work life balance thing is real. Like you gotta do it. Like I feel like you got to. And I
Yeah.
was in a place where like I used to do like what you do as far as like custom goes, and it would drive
Yeah.
me crazy. Like now I don't. Like I have a consulting company now, and I have a team, and like I have 14 people on my team, but still it could just like you get drugged into like being all about work, work, work. But then when you on vacation, and
Yeah.
first of all, I go on vacation by myself. It's just me and the world. I don't even take people with me. I've been in St. Lucia for a week by myself. Solo travel. Barbados, Paris. Like I go and I just become one with myself. I take my emails off my phone. I turn my text messages
Girl.
off. And it seems like it's so hard to do. But when you do it and you really just love on Tulum and have fun in Tulum, delete it, honey. I swear. It's
Yeah.
gonna be everything for you. It's gonna be every moment that you ever needed just for clarity. But it's also gonna make, to me, every time you do those, it makes you an even better business owner. You realize something
No,
about the
girl.
business that you didn't catch before. It's like that. Like when you really release yourself from everything that's going around you in the business, and then you focus on you, your mind works in a different way that you figure out things to enhance the business and grow the business. And you're in that space where you're scaling up anyway. Girl, don't look at not one email while you're in Tulum. Not one.
Oh, girl,
Don't
that
do
is
it.
a, oh,
But it's going to give you exactly what you need. Tulum is going to give you everything that you need, but do not get distracted by anything.
yeah.
Delete
No, listen, girl. I'm
it.
telling you, my last vacation, me and my boyfriend went to Vegas for our birthdays last
Uh-huh.
year. Our birthdays in September.
Mm-hmm.
And why was that the busiest fucking week I ever fucking had? Like
Yep.
being gone. I'm like, wow, of all the weeks for me to be gone, like people complaining about they fucking packages.
Oh yeah, I
Niggas
had
talking
that.
about it was all type of shit, girl. I was like, oh no. Niggas arguing with me online, talking about
Yes.
you stole this, you stole. It was all type of shit. I'm like, damn, I can't even enjoy my vacation.
Yeah, that's why you
Like,
have to you literally have to remove them, honey. I've had that, and then like when I came back and I looked at my phone, I had like almost 100 messages or whatever. Like I
girl,
turned it
that's what I'm
off.
scared about.
Like I turned it off or whatever. But a lot of them was able to solve their problems without me, and that's another thing I realized too. People be making it seem like they have a problem, but they can figure it out. But we always the ones that jump and get them the answer. When if they really just
Yeah.
take their time, like if it's something off or something's off, baby, go to your local cleaners and get it fixed. Like get your ham done over, take it
No,
in a
dead
little bit,
ass.
whatever. But it's just like you ain't really got to reach out to me like that because you got to think about when you're shopping, everything you buy does not fit exactly the way you want to. So going to a
Yeah.
tailor and going to a cleaner to do different shit is normal. But people think because it's custom made that there's a different rule for you. No, if something is off, it'll take me more time for you to send it back to me, for me to adjust it, to send it back to you and all that other bullshit. Just go to your local tailor and have your local tailor fix it. And if you want to reimburse them for anything they have fixed, you can. But that is normal. Like, it's
No,
okay if
dead
something
ass.
gets to you and it's not exactly what it needs to be. Like, everything is not going to be perfect, especially if you do a made to order and they're not physically in front of you for you to fit it to their body. Like, sis,
No,
I'm going
real
off of the
shit.
measurements that you gave me that you probably didn't even fucking take right. You know, so.
No, listen, I done been there too, girl. Like, listen. And I'm
didn't.
telling you, things are just now getting better. So
Yeah, and it's a process. It's a process. I didn't been there. It drew me away from the custom world, but I mean, I learned a lot from it as far as business go,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to shutting off that phone and like being like, you
Yeah.
know what? At the end of the day, I am making clothes. I am not curing cancer. Y'all better calm y'all asses down.
Man,
And even to
girl.
right now, I tell it all the time. We are making clothes. We are not curing cancer. Y'all can wait.
Girl,
You can wait,
y'all,
sis.
listen, I'm like trying to figure out. I'm like, damn, should I put like a note on my website, like orders that are ordered this week
Yes,
will
you
be
should.
shipped the week of it.
Yep,
Yeah,
you should.
I'm
What I
thinking
did
about.
was I sent out a message like, hey, we will be closed from this day to this day. Orders and operations will resume at this time. Otherwise,
Period.
that's it. Like operations are closed for 2 weeks. Or like whatever.
Deadass.
Just you can just I did on an Instagram post. I sent out a mass email, but put it on your IG. No emails, phone calls, or text messages will be answered between this day and that day. Operations will resume, and you do it the day, not even the day you coming back, the day you actually gonna resume operations, the day you gonna start back checking
Listen.
emails. They have to respect it. You are a business owner. Things happen all the time, and you're a one-woman show, and you cannot be everything to everybody. Like you make clothes, but you ain't no damn magician.
No, that's facts. That is fucking facts, girl.
Yeah,
Like,
so I don't want to keep you too long. I know you said you had someone to go, but I did want to get your thoughts on Balenciaga.
oh, girl, listen. Honestly, with the Balenciaga shit, I'm gonna be 100. Like, I'm so used to people like taking little concepts from me, and it's kind of like anytime I address it, I always get like met with like negativity or arguing or stuff like that. So I've personally had to take a step back from even addressing things like that, just because for my own mental health.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
imitation is the best form of flattery anyway. Like,
that's how I feel too. And I'm like, you know what? Honestly, people are gonna do it. Like, and especially the big brands, like, they're eventually going to catch on.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, the best thing that I can do as a designer is keep creating and keep continuing to not look at nobody else's shit to be able to make my shit and not pull anything else from anybody, just pulling it from my brain and just keep continuing to do that. And eventually, like, I will get the recognition that I deserve. Like, I mean, honestly, like, when you look at other designers who have been in the game for a long time, for example, Dapper Dan, like, he used to make all type of, like, monochromatic, outfits using Gucci and stuff. And, like, don't quote me on this. I think I've read this somewhere that he ended up getting sued by Gucci for
yes, he did,
for
baby
using,
girl.
Yep, for using the print. Now
he
it's
got sued for
2021.
He got sued for copyright infringement.
Exactly. So, I mean, now that it's 2021, Dapper Dan got a collaboration with Gucci now.
Yeah, see,
so,
but the thing,
I mean,
And this is true. He absolutely does. But I just feel like with him, I wouldn't work for a company that sued me. Like, so
I
it's just
feel
like
it.
I wouldn't go back and work for them because like now they're giving me permission to like be their house nigga again. But it's just like when I was doing things, you wasn't interested or whatever. But I wouldn't have go like it's great now that he does have a partnership with them. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't go back and work for no company that set me
Yeah,
out of
and
my ass and took everything from me.
listen, I feel it. I feel it. I really do. But I mean, at the end of the day, he got his bag.
He did. He got his money back. So yeah,
After he
absolutely.
got his money back. So, and I mean, I feel like even from like backlash from I forgot that movie that came out. It's called like it's a movie about black designers. That's how I learned like the most about him. But
It's a movie?
it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. Yeah, well, it's a documentary.
Is it?
But
I
I
wonder
forgot
if
what it's
I've
called. It's
seen
called
it.
like replay or something. I can't
I
remember
think
what
I
it's
know what you're talking.
called.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because it
talking
goes through
about.
the
But it's,
history of design too, and it talks about all the urban brands that was around in the early
yep,
'90s too. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
yep. It was that video that like
yeah, I
I
really
learned
enjoyed
the
that
most
one.
about him. Yeah, same.
Cool.
So I mean, just thinking about like the future, like yeah, maybe now my shit might be getting stolen, but like who knows in the future. Balenciaga might hit me up for a motherfucking collaboration one day. And
Exactly.
if they don't, they don't. And and it's no big deal. But like I said, I'm so used to people from getting backlash to even responding to shit like that like I don't even say anything anymore. Like I mean, like if you think about it, like Beyonce ain't gonna address nobody about nothing. So I
Facts.
mean, I
No
might as well
need.
do
No
what
need.
Beyonce doing.
Right,
So
you doing exactly what you need to do. You stand in your lane and stand in your work.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's really all I can do. Because,
Facts.
listen, I've seen it all, honey. The Balenciaga thing is not the first thing that got taken. And
Facts.
it's people who got my corset on their little website talking about when it's not. Because how is a design that is patented by me copywritten or whatever the fuck? So, it's shit like that, girl. So,
Yeah, I feel
yeah.
you.
And, like I said, all I can do is stay positive. Um, you know,
Stay
I would
focused
have
and keep
been
doing and being the creator that you are.
even no dead ass. And honestly, I would have been even madder if Balenciaga had a corset. That's what really would have blew me. But I was like, okay, I make bags, they make bags.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
It's a
true.
very sticky situation with fashion, like
For
because I
sure.
mean, a lot of the stuff, unless it's super unique, like you cannot patent it. Like I mean,
Yeah, I
and
know. I
people
have a lawyer.
complain about,
Yeah, my lawyer.
huh?
Sometimes she tell me like I have a fashion law attorney as well. For our brand.
Really?
Yeah, her name is Jaleesa Johnson. That's who is
Oh,
the yeah.
girl,
She's
introduce
our
me.
yeah. Because she's great on like the patents, the copywriting, the trademarks, all that type of stuff.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah,
Okay.
I recommend her to all my clients or whatever because a lot of the designers that I'm working with are new. They just started out, and we're doing their product development and their production for them, and they want to have trademarks and copyrights and patents on certain things. So one of my clients has a patent on a very very dope closure for like a bodysuit and stuff like that she's doing.
Wow.
But yeah, I can put you in touch with her. But yeah, we recommend. She comes highly recommended. It's called J&J Legal, and it's literally she's just a fashion law attorney.
Oh yeah, we gonna have to talk a little more about this after we get off the podcast because
For
I
sure.
definitely want to get more information on that for sure.
Yeah, I can text you her information.
Yeah, definitely text me. But yeah, I mean, listen, the lawyer about to have to come in. I mean, and I do have a lawyer for the specific patent that I'm doing, but it's just so expensive, like
Yeah, it definitely is.
So yeah.
So tell me, so as we wrap up, I just have my last segment. It's just called "It's the Muse." So before we wrap up, can you just tell me anything that inspires you or keeps you motivated in form of it could be a book, an affirmation, a mantra, maybe somebody in your life, a crystal that just keeps you going that you would want to share with another entrepreneur.
You know what really like inspires me and keeps me going as a designer is definitely like thinking about all of the black designers that came before me, whether they are men or women. Their
Mm-hmm.
stories are so inspiring, and yet there's little to no recognition about what they've even done,
Mm-hmm.
what they have even done for our history as far as like fashion trends, designs, all of that. Which really kind of hurts me because like even as far as research, there's not even a lot that you can find on black designers at all. You know, and the reason that this inspires me so much is because I actually, this is a funny story too. So this one time I found this thing, it was called the Google Arts and Culture app. And basically it's a app where you can take a picture of yourself. You take a selfie and it gives you back a piece of art that you look like. So I'm like just in my like workroom at the time. This is when I was living at my mom's house before I had my studio. And I take a selfie of myself and I have a bandana on. Like I'm just playing around. Like I don't even have a really cute picture. So I'm literally just randomly taking a selfie of myself. And why did I get back a picture of a girl from the 1920s that was sewing?
Oh, wow. That's dope.
It was a painting and it looked just like me. So I was just like, okay, I don't know if this is my past life. I don't know. And then it's fucked up because I can't even find any information on the woman that was sewing because there was no information back then. It was the 1920s. They barely gave a shit about Black people at all. So
Thanks.
there was no information on her, which disheartened me because I was like, wow, like this is a woman who, I don't know if she was me. I don't know what the fuck. But it's just crazy to me that like I can't even do no research on her. I can't even know about her life. I know nothing about her. I probably will never know anything about her.
You just have a picture of her.
I just have a picture. So, you know, it's really like people like her, the people that were forgotten in history, the Black men and women that worked their fingers to the bone. And like, I know I'm working my fingers to the bone right now. So I can literally only imagine what they went through with all the shit like that they had to deal with on top of like, you know, being, you know, disadvantaged by their race. So, you know, I just really am doing this for those people. Another designer, Patrick Kelly, my favorite designer of all time.
Oh, I have his pillows in my house. I have him, Willie Smith, and Tracy Reese. Yeah.
Yes.
I made pillows of like homage to them. I own a non-for-profit too.
Yes.
And we do like these Black Girl Designer Club brunches, and we always make sure we pay homage to like designers that came before us. So I have like all these pillows that have our logos in the corner, but it has like Tracy Reese, Patrick Kelly, Willie Smith. Yeah.
I would love to see that. Like honestly. But yeah, like it's people like him who are the driving force to what I do. I'm working on actually a book right now, and it's called 50 Black Fashion Designers.
Love it.
And the reason that I'm even working on this book is because I was on Amazon this one day, and matter of fact, no, I got an ad on Instagram for like these sneakers, this book about sneakers, about how to make sneakers. It was like a sneaker encyclopedia or whatever. So I went on Amazon to see if it was cheaper. And I'm going through the like, you know, the relevant books or whatever. And it has a book called 50 Fashion Designers. So I'm looking on the cover of the book and there's not one motherfucking Black person on the cover of the fucking book.
Is it Fashionary?
Yes.
Okay, so when they have first
put that... No, it's Fashionary. It's called Fashionary.
Yeah, is it Fashion? So when they put it out, I fucking wrote in the comments of they shit. It was just like, so where are the Black designers?
Oh, girl, that pissed me off so much.
I remember when it came out. I was just like, I literally wrote in their comments and was like tagging them and like tagging like and putting names of like Black designers. I'm like, so y'all got a whole book of 50 fashion designers and not one Black designer in the whole book?
Right. Yep. No, and girl, when I tell you that pissed me off so much, I was like, all right, bet. So we about to get a book called 50 Black Designers.
Facts.
And we about to flex. Because there's not no reason that y'all couldn't do no type of research and then it's just kind of like, to me, like it kind of gives the vibe that we're being erased from history. Yeah. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I mean, we always have been, but you know, that in particular was really like blowing me because there's no way that you couldn't just even like put fucking Dapper Dan, Patrick Kelly,
and
so
Low.
many people that
you should put and Low.
And Low.
You can put and Low in there, you know? Yeah, definitely.
But, I mean, even when it comes to like and Low shit, like her shit got stolen too. Like it's just it's all type of shit. So
by
I'm like,
Shipperelli. Her shit got stolen by Shipperelli.
Dead ass, like y'all not about to sit here and erase history like this. I'm not if I have anything to do with it.
If anything, I recently just launched. I have a Black designer directory on my website.
Oh, do
And
you?
yeah, it just came out. Like I've been like promoting it for a lot of months, trying to get people to like submit their submissions and stuff like that. But yes, like on our website now, we have a Black fashion designer directory. And most of the
Okay.
clients and most of the people that we help, like my LC apparel consultant, like that entire business, like we got over 300 Black designers that we help and create products for doing
Wow.
product development and production. So we
That's
coming,
amazing.
we are coming full
No, we
throttle
really are. We really are, and we're about to make a name. We're
for
not about to
sure
be silenced,
at
and that's
all.
a
Yeah, thank
fact.
you so much, Sierra, for joining me. I really appreciate your
Of
time today.
course. Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for having me.
no problem. This episode is pre-recorded, so it'll actually end up coming out in 2 weeks from today.
Great.
All
Okay.
right, and then we'll start promotions on other stuff. But thank you so much for joining me and talking about your story and your journey. And I just love it. I love
Yes.
when we're all
Thank
on
you
the
for
same
letting me share
page.
that.
Of
No, for real.
course. I keep it raw and
Awesome.
authentic on here, honey. So we gonna tell the
No,
truth.
dead ass. Listen, I cannot wait to hear everything. Thank you so much. We'll definitely be in touch after this for
Thank
sure.
you. I actually already shot you over the legal stuff, so it should be in your text message. I sent you
Awesome.
her Instagram. But as I always say, stay Black. Peace out.
All right. Period. Peace.
All right. Bye. Have a good day, love.
Bye.
All right.
You too.
Bye
Bye.
bye.